Hello, amazing souls. Welcome back to another episode with me on my channel, Cosmic Contracts. So today we have full moon, pink full moon in April, and the astrological sign which it is in today is Scorpio. So remember, every full moon, new moon, they move from astrological sign. So every time every month a new moon comes or a full moon comes, it's going to be in a different sign, and every sign has its own energy and vibration, and we're going to use that in order to manifest our dreams into reality. So today's full moon, pink full moon, and it's in month April. April usually around the world is seen as a season to harvest, welcoming of the spring, which signifies a lot of pink and greenery, which is associated with Archangel Shamil, Archangel Raphael, Mother Mary. I associate it like that because these are archangels of unconditional love and healing. Pink signifies love, green signifies healing, abundance, prosperity to me in all areas of your life. Now, we are going to I'm not going to do a meditation today because this is the day today where you do your own ritual of how you are going to manifest things. So pink moon is it's today in the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about emotions, deep emotions. So be very careful of your emotional borders. And the sun is going to be in the Taurus ruled Venus, and it is also coincides with Jupiter and Uranus. Now Jupiter is all about expansion, while Uranus signifies change and innovation. So all for those who are in, tech savvy, you are about to innovate, or you are a part of innovation, or maybe you are contributing in a way that is innovative for this world. Now, even if it's a small startup, then you don't know how a small change is going to affect and ultimately connect with a big change. It's all a domino effect over here in the universe. So also in the end, what your birth chart, okay, it's going to have, everybody has it. So this pink full moon is going to affect everybody, but depending on your birth chart, it's going to be, there are going to be variations. Now we will quickly, what we're going to do is we'll talk a little bit about how the full moon works and affects you. Then what does it mean to have full moon in Scorpio today? And in the end, I'm going to end up with what you can do, what are the rituals that you can do. Remember, rituals are very personal, and whatever way you would like to celebrate with moon, she is the essence of divine feminine. And before birthing anything new, you have to go through the feminine experience, a natural process of birthing. So whether you're birthing a human baby or you're birthing an idea for yourself that is going to make you reach your dreams and desires and build the life that you want to, because you are birthing your thoughts, your emotions, like every second, right? So a new thought just popped up, you have, congratulations, you have just birthed it from your own consciousness, right? So this is why you have to be really focused today on what are you feeling, where do you want to go, what are your dreams and dreams or wishes, and how you're going to check them, and a little bit of here and there, everything will cover, and leave you to do your own personal ritual, whether it's with fire or it's with water, or it's just simply meditate, whatever, meditating. There's so many ways you can just show a little gratitude to moon today and be thankful. Because I was reading this book by Jasmine Boland, where she, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, where she, in her book called Moonology, she talks about the moon to be the oldest temple of light, and it has been holding on to the wishes and prayers of so many souls since the time earth had been created. So it is like a database that is holding, imagine, wishes, even, and wishes and prayers even of our past ancestors when we were living back in the cages, or beyond that, before that also. So it is the oldest light temple holding prayers of all the souls that have ever come here and looked at the moon and prayed, right? So let's get in. Full moons are usually, it reflects more of a situation where you have reached a point where you're going to either make it or break it. And this new phase, usually this, it starts after 15 to 18 and a half days of new moon when you plant your seeds, right? So full moon is now all about harvesting the results, and in order to do this, there is need for forgiveness and gratitude. So this is the time period where you get to know whether the wish that you had asked for, is it going to come true or is it not going to come true. And there are many wishes that we keep wishing on a daily note, I understand, but then there are certain wishes that dreams, right? So they are very important, and you have been asking for it again and again, and sometimes they're not taking, they're taking time. So some dreams and wishes are going to take time, but in general, how do you find out is that wish or dream that is going to come true or not? The best way I see is using your navigation system. Now, emotional guidance system. So, whatever your thoughts are on that dream or wish, just ask yourself and see where your emotional guidance system takes you. And that's how you get, like, what do you feel about it? And that's how you get your answer, whether this feeling is encouraging you to move forward or not. So, feel good, and I always say, count your blessings. Now, this is for the sensitive people. Now, supposing because this is the period where you're kind of harvesting things, the results are going to come out. So that means if you are sensitive, anyhow, any moon cycle, full moon or new moon, they affect everybody. But if you are a little sensitive, then it's going to be a little more effective. So if there are any old wounds, emotional wounds, right, if they're coming to the surface, then what you need to do is that you need to release them. Anxiousness will come, there will be some old wounds, and maybe we are just burying them, we are not acknowledging them. But today, if it is coming up, let's just acknowledge and forgive ourselves for holding on to it for so long, and then releasing it and being grateful that, because I feel that any pain that we go through is teaching us a lesson, but we just have to be a little understanding that, maybe we have to rise up and see it's just a lesson, and if we start working, we'll get the good fruits out of it. But don't wait for the fruits, I would say. Sorry. Okay. Now, we'll talk about the full moon being in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about feeling deep, deep emotions. It's like profound emotional experiences, and they're going to be very intense, right? So this is going to, so whatever is going to surface, and it may have a karmic theme to it, because you are experiencing something, like if there is something repeating again in your life and it's coming back to you in cycle, it means that there is a karmic theme that is now resurfing today, and it needs to be released. It's also Scorpios, when you clear Scorpio energy, when you go really deep in those intense emotions, it also gives you a chance to shine and feel that you are being watched, not in a creepy or stalking way, as in, you are the limelight. And whether it is professional or personal, a wish or dream that you're manifesting, the key is believing in it and really working hard towards it, and not even doubting for a minute that, it's not going to happen. Your doubts, your worries, and what if nots are not going to help you. So when you take up the intention today, right? We call it sankalp in Hindi. If you take the intention today, then you know that you have to come to this alignment, that it is going to happen, and no space for anything else to creep in, and keep putting in the hard work towards whatever you are trying to achieve, right? So it means that you have to be flexible, and whatever possibilities that come up to you for your own development or change, do not be afraid to take the step, right? And you will see right before your eyes how this beautiful magic unfolds of the full moon. All right. Now, coming to the energy. What is the energy of full moon in Scorpio? It's going to be very intense, as I already said. You might have feelings of jealousy or vengefulness or suspicion or revenge taking or anger. Basically, any toxic behavior that you might be carrying or you have towards another might resurface. And it will make you question whether you have been living out of your ego, your fear based system, or are you rather joyful, peaceful, or love. So you're going to question today, you're really going to question yourself a lot. And then something from the past or your karmic connection is going to come up. So it will bring up, like, are you really stuck in your past? And if it's a dark past, then are you more focused, or still, your thoughts are connected to the negative situations that had happened in the past? And maybe your lot of energy is getting sucked up. You can imagine, the negative energy of the past or current situations, whatever it is, the negativity, the toxicity. It's like a parasite. You don't know it is there, but it's still there and sucking up your energy just like a vampire, right? So you have to, your focus will really come there. So I know it's going to be, that's why I said it's going to be intense, because it's going to make you feel very ugly, vulnerable. You're going to question yourself a lot. You feel like, oh, I'm worthless, I have nothing. But I am here to tell you that, these feelings are not coming here up to make you feel less about yourself, but rather they're trying to tell you to get out of it, because you are meant to shine. You are a manifester, and you're there to move in your future, in your current life, towards your future with all the positivity, love, and hope that everyone deserves. It's not just reserved for few people only, it's for everyone. Okay. Now, it will also, if you have been cruel or cunning in some ways, and that will also come up. And last thing is, Scorpios are sexually very intense as well. And as I have told you in my past videos, your sexual energy is about your creative energy. So you're going to really face some questions from your sexual life. So now when I'm saying that, your sexual life is going to come into question, I'm not talking about sex. I am talking about realizing, acknowledging, and being grateful that this body of yours is a gift by divine. And acknowledging today that it is a very beautiful piece just for you. It's like a perfect outfit, just stitched and, made, tailor-made for you. And when you touch it, the feelings that arise, that give you pleasure, it's so wonderful, because there's so many people who cannot feel that touch, they cannot feel those sensations. But you are blessed with that, blessed with it, right? So whether it's with partner, with yourself, whether you're going to have an orgasm today or not, it's more about just acknowledging that you're blessed with that sensation. You're blessed to, experience that pleasure, and know that you are such a beautiful, magnificent piece that God personally handmade you. And acknowledging that, and just seeing where you are, and whether you're doing very less of it or too much of it, and is it working for you, is it beneficial for you, or are you just doing it for fun's sake? There's so many questions in your own way, questions, emotions are going to surface, and you might have to answer that also. So these are few areas where, feelings can arise today, and can really bring intense emotions. Therefore, dive deep and do not fear. But Scorpio is very sensual being, and it's very also, yes, it can sting, but the thing is that sting is a protective way of protecting its own existence. But otherwise, it's a very very beautiful creature. So it also, it's like the black golden sexy kind of vibration that it gives out. So bring out that sexy you today and find balance between being completely lazy or doing nothing to being extremely overactive or thinking a lot. Bring that to balance, because you're a manifestor, so you're going to have a lot of thoughts. You will have so many thoughts that your mind will go exhausted and you might not even know that. So just kind of today, organize your thoughts, discard. It's like the paperwork, like paperwork has been piling, and today you're going to sit with it and you're going to see okay, this I will review later, okay, this needs to get discarded, this is very important. So that like that, arrange the mental files that are your thoughts. All right. And as I said, this moon is all about forgiveness and being grateful. The very simple ceremony, if you don't know anything, I would say, is just look at the moon, if that is possible, physically or over the internet today. And, just getting that temple, light temple in your vision today. And you can do a little incense burning or sage burning or lighting up a candle. And when you're lighting up a candle, there's a candle magic ritual that I do. If you want to do it with me, right, or if you want to learn it, then you can let me know. What the technique is that you light a candle with intention and sending in all the prayers to whatever you want, and then the closing procedure. So you light up a candle and then you write a list of forgiveness. What are the areas where you want to forgive today, okay, and of even of the past incidents, whatever it is. And either, if you cannot burn it, then just bury it in the ground, or just the easiest way is to um, tear that into pieces and dispose them away. So if you cannot burn the fire, if you cannot burn the paper, then this is the best way, because everybody cannot go around burning the paper in their house, right? So let's do this, and then again do another list where you are grateful. So this is like a ceremony of being forgiveness ceremony, and now a grateful gratitude ceremony, where you're going to again write a list, and if you cannot burn it, then put it in water, bury it in earth, or just tear it and throw it. That's the best way. So this is how you're going to do the ceremony. And the best way is, if you cannot do anything, you're that lazy like I am, the best way is you visualize the moon in your mental space. Very simple exercise. Bring up a list of what are your wishes and desires. A very clear picture, very very clear picture. The more clear, the better. Remember this, okay? So I know it's not going to be a perfect picture, but bring in clarity, okay? Clarity. So a clear picture is what you're going to draw in your mind of your wishes and dreams. And then whatever you feel is protecting you, it could be gods, archangels, universe, higher self, ancestors, aliens, whatever you believe in, okay? Just always remember to create this bubble of light and know that only the good ones are going to come in, not the bad ones, because remember, these moon cycles are also going to invite it's open to all kinds of good, light, and dark energies. So let's just be a little protective. That's why we are calling in the higher beings to protect us, to be with us, to share the light and love with us. And as I have made the picture, we are now going to know that in order to manifest that particular wish or desire or dream, we need to release something and then bring in something. So we are going to release the pain and forgive, because remember, forgiveness, why I am doing this? For my own self, so that I can move forward. So yes, let's be a little selfish here. It's not for anybody, but for me, okay? So we are going to forgive, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fill our vessel, our spiritual body, with gratitude, with love, and know that we deserve all the love, abundance, and prosperity that there is out in this universe. All right. And then you can just, by when you're done with all this, do a lot of love and gratitude to the beings that you invited, for your own self as well. And then you can close this particular ritual. This is a very basic way of doing it in your mental space, but then you can, as I said, you will find many rituals, meditations on YouTube, but I really believe that it is a very personal way of creating this beautiful relationship, the moon, any way that you feel like it's comfortable. All right. So be creative and do what you think is the best. All right. I'm going to leave you with these thoughts. Contemplate, see what you want to do, and I hope you manifest all your beautiful dreams. Take care, souls. Bye bye.